Action between the Eagles and the Chargers. Drama in Los Angeles. And, of course, Jalen Hurts and Justin Herbert, the two starting quarterbacks. Taking to the second quarter here, Jalen Hurts throws it right into the hands of Deshaun Hand, who picks him off. Then Will Shipley comes over and forces a fumble of Deshaun Hand, which is recovered by Jalen Hurts, who then fumbles it again, Daniel. That is a wild, wild play.
Yeah, one of the, you can say this, a play that never have seen and never likely to see again.
And here we go, the next possession. Hurts is picked off again by Dante Jackson. So 3 turnovers in the matter of a few minutes by Jalen Hurts.
It was a turnover fest by both teams.
Fourth quarter, maybe the best play call by the Eagles all night. Fake the tush push, 52-yard house call there for Saquon Barkley. He had over 120 yards last night.
I love the quick huddle, the quick snap to get to line of scrimmage, kick it to the perimeter. Felt like life for this offense.
And here we go, fourth quarter, just over 11 minutes remaining, and Jalen Hurts intending for A.J. Brown, tipped and picked off by Cam Hart. What in the world?
It felt like every ball that was tipped was going to get taken away. Every ball that hit the ground was going to bounce the right way for the defense. And then come back, babyface, late in the game, tie ball game. It's a perfect throw. You've seen them make that throw and catch hundreds of times.
And that leads to, of course, a field goal attempt by the Eagles to go up by 3. As time is about to expire, Cameron Dicker, one of his 5 field goals for the Los Angeles Chargers. Many fantasy implications for him there. We head to overtime. And in overtime, Dan, the Chargers take a field goal on the first possession, which leads to the Eagles having the ball and a chance to respond. That right there, we're getting back on track, maybe a chance to win here.
Outstanding throw in anticipation between people. They come back with an RPO. Jalen's run this multiple times in the game and hundreds of in his career, and he just makes the wrong read, tries to force the ball in between, and it gets tipped up for a pick.
Months to forget for the Eagles as Jalen Hurts and Philadelphia has now dropped their last 3 games. A jubilant Jim Harbaugh and Justin Herbert. But eyes on Philly here for one moment. In those 3 games span, all of those being losses, Hurts leads all quarterbacks with 7 turnovers, including a league-high 5 interceptions. His 5 turnovers last night were the most by an Eagles player since play-by-play. Make that tied for the most since the Eagles, by an Eagles player since play-by-play was tracked back in 1978. Mina, this team still has control of its division. That being said, there are some concerns as we think bigger picture about the offense. What concerns you most?
Oh, boy. It's hard to pick just one thing, right? With this Eagles offense, there's been so many issues all year long. But if I had to synthesize it, thinking about watching last night, they can't run the ball efficiently or explosively outside of a few examples. Because they can't run the ball well, they don't get one-on-ones outside anymore, and then you got a quarterback who doesn't throw over the middle of the field. And that inability or unwillingness to throw over the middle of the field, it leads to a lot of issues. Like the first interception you saw with Deshaun Hand, it's a great pressure call from Jesse Minter. It's a simulated pressure. The defensive tackle and the linebacker who shows blitz then drops. Henley comes. Hurts feels him. He doesn't even look. He throws the ball straight at the defensive tackle, right? And you've seen these sort of simulated fire zone pressures give him trouble over the course of his career. Look, Kevin Patullo has gotten a lot of criticism this year, deservedly so. I know Dan's going to talk about it. I actually thought he tried some interesting stuff in this game, but the quarterback not being able to use that part of the field in the passing game, it makes things really difficult for everybody, especially if you can't run the ball. So it's just been an issue all year long, Dan. Like between the numbers, you don't throw the football. He made one amazing pass at the end, but it's so limiting for this offense, and everybody suffers because of it.
Yeah, I liked, after watching the tape, a lot of the things that Philadelphia did offensive last night. I'm more encouraged with their offense off of last night than I have been in probably 8 to 10 weeks. I'm walking away and watching this tape. I'm going, I like some of the schemes they did. I like the play action stuff they did. I like the pocket movement that they did. I like the fact that they got offensive players running across the field multiple times. So there's stuff that they have to clean up, no doubt. But in comparison to 5-6 weeks ago when it was like, my goodness, this offense is boring. I know exactly what they're doing. They did new stuff. Get rid of some of that self-inflicted wound last night. I think there's a lot to build off in the good element for the Eagles offense from last night.
Yeah, I was just excited to see some runs go for explosive plays in this offense, like to try to create. This was a split flow action that they had with the tight end coming across out of the shotgun under center, and I like that. I like giving teams and Saquon an opportunity for a built-in cutback, and you see what he can do once he get past the first level. This is the type of stuff where if Philly is going to have themselves in a position to win and be strong down the stretch, that they are going to have to continue to do this. I'm in agreement with Dan. It's just so many times, though, I looked at this game and it felt like Jalen was holding the football. And I'm not sure if that's because he's not
people weren't
obviously
open. You know, like, Marcus, there was moments just not open.
But Dan, in the past, Jalen Hurts is gone. He's out of there. Yeah. And I don't know, like, should we be having the same conversation that we have about Lamar? Is he hurt? Does he not want to take off and go get those that yardage that's available to him? Like, those are the things that made this offense. We sat on this show and talked so much about the threat of Jalen Hurts' legs, not just when plays break down, even in structure. And they don't have a semblance of that anymore. And I think that led to some of the holding, and it led to some of those interceptions that I saw yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know why Jalen Hurts doesn't run more. I don't think it's an injury or athleticism, issue. If you're looking at this team and backs against the wall and you're going down the stretch and you're looking at a potential playoff run, he has to be a part of the run game, especially if they're putting him in empty more. He's got to have some willingness to scramble when those opportunities are there. The gun run stuff is all dead in the water if he doesn't run. He doesn't get north-south the way he did before. Justin Herbert in this game scrambled a million times. You saw that. We're going to talk about him and his performance.
Yes.
But to me, when I look at this Eagles run game and how inconsistent and inefficient it's been, that is a very clear solution moving forward that they've got to do.
Yeah, Justin Herbert, 60-plus rushing yards last night. Just 8 rushing yards on 4 attempts for Jalen Hurts. This Philadelphia offense still looking for its identity.
Come on, man.
There's stuff to be built. There's stuff to build off last night, I promise you.
By the way, I'm Mr. Positive over here today. The Eagles can't clinch the NFC East this week, but they do still have a relatively commanding lead over the Cowboys going into Week 15.
Oh, easy on them, Mike.
All right. Just watch this. All right, let's listen up, fellas. We're going for the big one. Who are we?
We're number 1!
Ready for some football?
It's time for game time here in Monstropolis, about to make some history.
Imagine being the monsters that saw something for the first time. Sully was the best monster on the field. He was all over the field. To get 4 interceptions, he was absolutely sensational.
Make your scariest face. Let's see it.
Hand the ball off to Mike Wazowski.
Oh, yeah, they fake. He's gone!
No, I'm actually pretty good with them making that decision that UF leads.
He's serious about trying to win this game. It's intercepted.
What a remarkable play by Sully. What a remarkable win for the Chargers.
Phenomenal job by the prodigious duo of Drew Carter and Dan Orlovsky.
What does prodigious mean?
I mean, prodigy, like a very promising.
Drew Carter, the prodigy.
You've already made it. Drew has made it too. I'm telling you, that guy.
Drew's great.
Yeah. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
A-plus talent right
shout
there.
out
Terrific
Drew.
duo. Yeah, great job by both of you. And guess who else was a monster last night on the broadcast? A little surprise for you.
He was so good, man.
So good. Swagu, my man.
His voice sounds so much better for a monster than mine.
That was so awesome.
You're a little too pitchy to be a monster. Swagu's got that, it's got that deeper tone to him. To the game, the real game, I suppose, that we watched last night, and Justin Herbert for the Chargers was pressured on a career high 54% of his dropbacks in the team's overtime win last night. That marked the second highest pressure rate a Chargers quarterback has faced over the last 20 seasons. Herbert was 4 of 10 for 97 yards with an interception when he was pressured. He was also sacked 7 times last night when under duress. All right, they got the win. That's gigantic Swagu. They are now 9-4. How concerned, though, are you about this Chargers offensive line?
Yeah, it's 7 sacks, man, and kudos to Justin Herbert for doing what he did last night with his legs, but it seemed like constant pressure on every single drop back. And you got to give Philly a lot of credit, especially the interior guys, for pushing the pocket right in his lap, being able to get to him. You see the sack here, and obviously that's one of the ramifications of him really only being able to protect the ball with one hand. And it's just unfortunate how the injuries has decimated this team. It's huge that they were able to come win a game, but winning it by 3 with a team that turned the football over that much, and you can see some of these glaring weaknesses that's been caused by the attrition of the injuries for the Los Angeles Chargers. The one concern I had, though, obviously the 7 sacks, is him protecting the ball. And that is something Troy Aikman brought up last night on Monday Night Countdown. When you are getting that pressure and guys are swiping at the football, they're taught to do so. Can you protect it?
I marvel at what Herbert did last night. What a warrior.
Sure.
I mean, this is against a very good defensive line. You're down to like third string tackles galore.
Yeah.
This pass rush was devastating. This dude ran 10 times with the ball. I mean, it got to the point, we even said it, Drew and I on the Monsters broadcast, it was a do whatever it takes type of game. Did Justin Herbert play good football last night when it comes to the quarterback position? No. Did he play winning football? Did he play tough football? He was a warrior. This guy, he was in surgery a week ago, and then he went out and decided to play against the Philadelphia Eagles against a pass rush that's got dudes galore and was under siege all night and just found a way to win it. And then also on the game-tying drive, runs multiple times, calls his own run one time in overtime. We can't take a night like that for granted when it comes to just the physical and mental toughness that it took for him to go get that done. No, not pretty, but hats off and kudos. That was a warrior type of performance.
Yeah, great example of box scores don't tell the story of the game, honestly. Playing quarterback in the NFL is never easy, but it'll never look harder than it did last night. Very rarely. I mean, the level of difficulty for Herbert in that game was astronomical. You know, not all pressure is built the same either. A lot of those sacks, a lot of those pressures were just unblocked through the A gap, which as a quarterback is just, it's dead, right? You got nothing. And then the coverage was so tight. NGS has this great stat, expected completion percentage. We always talk about the over-expected. The expected completion percentage based on the positioning of the defenders for Herbert in this game was 49%. 49%. So, I just echo what Dan said. It was an unbelievable performance given the circumstances.
9-4 for the Los Angeles Chargers.